What would your reaction be to being pushed out of the land you and your family have lived on for hundreds of years? Land that has provided much nourishment and care and shelter to the ones that you love deeply. African and Asian elephants have been experiencing this push for hundreds of years to the point of only inhabiting small gated areas of the savanna and small portions of rainforest overseen by conservation rangers. Approximately 30,000 elephants are killed each year by poachers around the world, leaving only 400,000 elephants on this planet, as stated by worldwildlife.org. To my left is a poster demonstrating the ivory trade that started and ended and showed the rapid decline in the elephant population due to its cause. If the killing of this animal continues, it may affect communities in your future. Today, I will be speaking with you about the need for African and Asian elephants in our ecosystem, how you can prevent or become aware of the issue at hand, and lastly, how the African and Asian elephants benefit and thrive from your support. I will begin by telling you about the need for African and Asian elephants. Individuals around the world, but mostly in rainforests, open plains like the savanna, and large parts of Asia need elephants in order for their surrounding ecosystems to thrive and survive. African and Asian elephants are considered ecosystem engineers. They make pathways in dense forested areas, enabling other small animal species to travel with ease. This allows for easier breeding, feeding, and diversity of the surrounding wildlife, as stated by worldwildlife.org. Elephants are also considered biological excavators, meaning that they use their massive trunks to dig up and find water holes in drier climates, allowing for other animals to survive, as stated by gichohi.com. If the elephant becomes extinct, the plant species in the areas that they inhabit would become overtaken by thorny scrub. This would in turn cause a large decrease in herbivores in the area for the open land because they are unable to graze. And then there would be a large decrease in predators due to decrease in prey. This will cause the ecosystem to collapse, as stated by Campbell Stanton. Now you can see the need and importance of elephants in our ecosystem, as well as others. There are many people who have already contributed or are aware to the cause of elephant conservation around the world. But you might be asking yourself, where and how can I contribute or become aware of this appropriately? Let me tell you. One way to contribute is to monitor Asian and African elephant populations by accessing websites like worldwildlife.org and populations.com. These websites provide great insight into the population count around the world. Another way is to access volunteer programs that travel to Asia and Africa, and you get to experience firsthand what it's like to be involved in conservation. The last way is to donate to organizations that are nonprofit that deliver money and supplies to many different wildlife parks, conservation areas, and ranger stations in Africa and Asia. Now that you've seen how easy it is to contribute to the cause and become aware of the issue, what would it look like if you chose to follow the cause, and how would it affect the elephants around the world? Providing support by donating funds or selecting a program that aids in the conservation of these wonderful creatures will provide the staff with the resources to rebuild and maintain gates, feeding areas, watchtowers, rangers' quarters, and medicines for the staff veterinarians to treat possible poaching victims. These creatures will have the resources available to survive and breed without deadly interruptions by poachers, farmland increasing, or big game hunters, as stated by globalinitiative.com. As you can see, becoming more aware of the conservation of elephants around the world can be one of the greatest gifts ever given. Today I've told you about the need for African and Asian elephants, how you can prevent or become aware of the issue of their extinction, and finally how the elephants can thrive from your support. What if the people you knew were being pushed out of their homes, stranded with no help and unable to protect themselves? If your family lost their way of living and now to survive on their own with no one by their side to ensure their safety? By donating and contributing to the conservation of African and Asian elephants, you're doing more than anyone else in the world. I will leave you with a quote from the CEO and founder of Wild Heart Wildlife Foundation. Humankind must learn to understand that the life of an animal is in no way less precious than our own. Thank you.